New this morning, the Texas State Senate holding its first hearing on redistricting in 2021.
And there are already concerns being raised about the possible effects of undercounts. Channel 5's Dunvi Verma reports.
Lawmakers and advocates are concerned that a potential undercount of people of color could make it even harder for minorities to get representation in office. According to census estimates, right now, 58% of Texans are people of color, yet only 36% of people in the Texas legislature are people of color. Some say here in Texas, where you live determines how loud your voice is.
I grew up in the inner city, first of all, in Houston. There were a lot of inequalities that were present. The school that I went to was right at the end of the Ship Channel in Houston, so constantly when we were on the playground, we were breathing in air pollution.
Swanson, an advocate for fair redistricting, says the history of redistricting hasn't gone well for Hispanics, citing results from the last census in 2010.
What you saw is that the Hispanic and Latino population and the minority community here in Texas were short about 5 congressional seats.
Texas state demographer Dr. Lloyd Potter testifying today that their estimates show that almost half of the areas with self-response rates lower than 50% are made up predominantly of Hispanics, which he says could skew census data, a key tool used for redistricting.
Well, we already are a majority minority state and have been for some time. We anticipate the Latino population will exceed the non-Hispanic white population in either later this year or sometime in 2022.
Pointing to some rural areas, including Starr County, to explain a low response rate.
One, there's limited access to internet. And then 2, they don't have mailable addresses. Certainly we're concerned about communities of color.
Dr. Potter and other advocates say the pandemic and general distrust of government play a role in low self-response rates, but also not having the time to be concerned.
Some of them actually have to work multiple jobs.
Dr. Potter says the earliest we will see some 2020 census data is March 6th. Dunvi Verma, Channel 5 News.